So I was watching Cowboy Bebop, and I'm getting towards the end of the series, so looking for a new show to watch. Now, my logo, my brand is called Project Extinction. My logo has a dinosaur, dragon. So one of these suggestions was Primal. Now, conceptually, Primal has a great concept. Caveman living amongst the dinosaurs, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And so how do you live? Hunting, fishing. If you're just moving out and about and you gotta go hunt for your family, but what if you come back and your family dinosaurs got them and you see it happen? You know what I'm saying? Concept is there, poor execution. Cowboy Bebop came out in 98. So I'm looking at this one. It Primal came out 2019. Look at the animation. And I'm not saying Primal needs to have that type of, but it's like Tarzan looks better. You see what I'm saying? It's like the animation, the art style, the direction for it does not fit the it doesn't fit the aesthetic for that concept. It's too basic. It's too plain. It's too like the lazy animation. It is too and it's not that it looks bad. It does not fit the concept. Primal is a good example of great concept, but if you're not going to have conversation and dialogue, something else has to outside. The only thing that you're gonna be able to play on is this fear factor. That used to be another show, but that's the only thing you're gonna be able to play on, like this happening. Like certain things are just gonna have to kind of sort of make sense. And it's very like I'm saying, I watched it for 10 minutes, cut it off. You know what I'm saying? It's some of those like, and especially with certain things, right? If you're under a time crunch, whatever, and this and the third, and like for Cowboy Bebop, with the level of animation, it was like, okay, I understand. You might gotta wrap this up. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You're doing so much animation, detail, artistry within a scene. And so I understand, like, you fleshing out a whole concept is different. This one is lazy animation. Nothing is of extreme detail at all. So, and it's certain things like with a fear concept of a rushing getting there. Like, for instance, he's fishing, something jumps out at him. You know what I'm saying? And then it swims away, and he swims into the water and it swims away. You know what I'm saying? So it's really quick. Something, as he's walking along, something swoops down, he hops inside of a tree, it sniffs inside the tree, and whatchamacallit, and then but like, if, again, like certain things, a concept, you would actually kind of sort of think, and these are things like they have to actually like play off. Like that scene lasted, I'm not sure, but again, you can't, again, having a cartoon in the show and fitting within a time of certain things. And so it's just like, I'm saying that scene was short, but for the whatchamacallit, and there's not much more that you can really do, but it's, you know what I'm saying, like, you actually, like, in a real life situation, do you think that whatever triceratops, whatever it was, is going to move that further, quick away? Or do you think that at that point in time, it's fish right there? You don't think it smelt the fish? It did. And then don't you think it would have did a little more digging and delving and like a lot of stuff doesn't move that fast. I don't know, but we weren't living during the dinosaurs and stuff. But those are like, that's a fair part. It's like, yo, dang, bro. If you ever had to like hide in the closet for something, right? And you like, oh my goodness, like I wait for this person to get out. Like how long that person might be in the room? You get what I'm trying to say? It's like that, like bro, it would, because they show him in there, it's like sweating, but like, you know how much time you would have to actually wait to be like, yo, stop breathing, don't move. And then what, like, mind you, you're inside of a tree, so what if that little, you know what I'm saying, something, those are like, oh man, like you was barely moving, but then the tree branches, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And then the other little concept, like, so he loses his family, and mind you, this is all within 10 minutes. So he loses his family, and then for however you kind of even sort of think of a caveman, right? However it is, and you done got your woman, and you done had 2 kids, and now they're gone. And so he's standing at the edge of a cliff. So it's that concept of you're gonna jump and take. But that is for however you want to say it, it's for me. I'm sitting here watching it. I'm not sure if a caveman would then, because they lost their family, that they're thinking about jumping off a cliff. That doesn't. It doesn't necessarily kind of sort of really make sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because you still have so much other like, mind you, the show is called Primal. So yeah, you can have all these emotions, this and that third, but taking your own wouldn't seem like a actual option. You still gotta hunt. You still have to feed yourself. You still gotta live. And so, but I mean, he doesn't. He just sits there at the edge of the cliff. But it was that concept that was played right there, and I didn't think conceptually like that would be a thing. Like, so what would an acceptable, like, if they starting to like develop emotions, what would be an acceptable like crash out? What do you then go do? Like, it is a more so like, well, the more whatchamacallit actually kind of seems as if you would have then, if you just didn't really care, and a caveman didn't really care and was like, man, well, forget it, you would just go walk out, and you just go walking and let a dinosaur eat you. That would be the more logical thing that potentially kind of sort of happened. But yeah, I cut it off. I just couldn't do it no more, man. It's not. Again, Tarzan looks better, and Tarzan came out way earlier. Like, that doesn't make any sense. The artistic, that's my other little gripe. The artistic style that they chose for this does not fit the what's going to. You cannot have it. Just with a concept like that, you're already lacking conversation, dialogue, all that other stuff. And the things that you're gonna have to play on, like fear and all this other stuff, bro. Like, you just can't then also have lazy animation. I had to cut that off.